Hi friends, today I'm going to share with you the worst things that could happen to you if you come to Turkey. Let us start with this important thing that happened with me one day ago. Tourists are being trapped in an indirect way and their money is being stolen without them recognizing this. How is this happening? Once you go into a restaurant, you order the delicious Turkish food, at the end you want to pay your bill. Once you ask for your bill, you will receive it and mention on it the Turkish lira amount of the items that you ordered. Also the equivalent amount in euro or in US dollars. Definitely this is not happening in every restaurant, but it's happening in many restaurants. So you should be very aware of it, as I'm saying. Let me tell you why. Because our invoice came 845 Turkish lira. The equivalent amount that it is written on the invoice was 41.22 US dollars. If you make the calculations and do the exchange rate, you will find that the 41.22 US dollars is equivalent to 1,050 Turkish lira approximately. And then if you see the difference, it is 20% more if you pay in US dollars instead of paying in Turkish lira. Many of you will just make the payment in US dollars or in euro and they say, oh, it's the same rate, they just make the exchange. But in fact, no, it's not. You are being stolen in an indirect way because the exchange rate is 20% more than the normal exchange rate. Another thing I'm going to share with you, it might surprise you. The hospitality in Turkey is amazing. The Turkish people are very generous. But when it comes to service standards, sorry, it's not up to the standards. Let me give an example. And for the Turkish people, please don't take it personal because this is what's happening nowadays. Especially since most of the Turkish cities are touristy, the standards should be higher than what is happening nowadays. For example, if you are in a restaurant, this happened with me last week. I was dining in a restaurant with my wife and in my plate I found a big plastic piece that if I ate it, I could have choked. I asked for the manager that there was a plastic piece in my plate and the response was, okay. They just took it and left without even saying sorry, or at least just make a small gesture for us because they could have killed any person from this, or even if there was a boy eating or a kid eating, this could be a disaster. But for them, that's normal. So definitely this is not the standards that I know, or this is not the standards that I knew in my life. So excuse me, you should work on yourself. There is a big room of improvement when it comes to the service in Turkey. If you go into a restaurant and you enjoy their meal, then you want to come again, most of the times you will not get the same taste. This happens a lot here in Turkey. I don't know why. The consistency is not there at many restaurants. Also, if you want to ask for the international food, at most of the restaurants it's not the same. So my advice for you is to stick to the Turkish food and enjoy their delicious cuisine. For example, imagine this is pesto chicken. There is no pesto inside it, no basil. And this one, we ordered wine. This is Veneto rosé wine. Inside it, they put strawberry. And at the end, they ask you, was it good? Is it good with the strawberry? Oh my God, what are you saying? I ordered wine. You brought me wine with strawberries. So imagine, you will face these things in Turkey too much. And the third thing that you will be facing if you order the plate, that there are some items in this plate as per the picture or as it's described. If they don't have this ingredient, don't worry, it will be replaced without telling you. For example, if there is coleslaw salad in this dish and they don't have coleslaw salad, they will bring you some greens or they will put some vegetables inside it and they serve it without even asking you or telling you that this or that. Even sometimes it could happen if there is French fries, they could bring you wedges or the opposite. At some places. Definitely not everywhere, but this happened many times with us. This incident is one of its kind that happened with me here in Turkey. We were eating in a restaurant and suddenly the head waiter, he was there, he asked us how we want our chicken. We ordered chicken plates. So I said, what do you mean by how do we want our chicken? Then he said, do you want it rare, medium, well done? Then I was like surprised, what are you talking about? He said, the chicken, how do you want it? Overcooked, cooked? I said, no, I want it very cooked because if it's not cooked, you will get salmonella and I don't want to get salmonella and die. I have a family and I'm still young. This is very strange. Hope it will not happen with you. After having a very tired day roaming the beautiful streets of Turkey, you might think that you want to spend a night at your room at the hotel or maybe at one of the parks and have some cheese and wine to relax. If you want to buy cheeses in Turkey, definitely go for the Turkish cheeses. They have a lot of the delicious cheeses such as the tulum, ezini, kaşar, çeçil, etc. But don't buy the international non-cheeses that are made in Turkey such as Gouda, blue cheese or camembert or edam. Those cheeses do not taste good at all if they are Turkish made. Only stick to the original Turkish cheeses or go for the international brands if you are buying in Turkey. Turkey is a modern country and the infrastructure in it is very good and advanced. But not all Turkish drivers respect the road signs as it should be. So if you are crossing a red sign, always make sure that you look into your left and into your right to make sure that no car is passing not to hit you. This could happen at many places, so always be aware because many drivers, they try to cross the red signal at the last moment. They don't respect the road signs, so this could be dangerous for you. Always be aware. One of the most things that surprised me in Turkey is when you go to the supermarket and you want to buy some items, where some items, if you buy bigger sizes, you will be saving some money. Where here in Turkey, many times when we go to the supermarket and we want to buy bigger sizes, it's the same price as if you are buying a smaller size, or sometimes even it's more expensive. So always do the math before buying these items in a supermarket if you want to buy some things. Sometimes going to the supermarket and you find some items written on it indirim, this means discounted in Turkish. And you want to see how much the discount is and you will be surprised that it is only 1%. And if you look at this 1%, if the item is like about 20 Turkish lira, so then it is 1 lira discount, or sometimes you can see an item less than 1% discount. So oh my God, please, Turkish supermarket, don't do these discounts because you are not saving money on people at all. And definitely you are not going to increase the sale of this item, because the difference is really very minimal. So if I am buying an item and still very similar to this and with better quality, nobody is going to shift. If you are planning to come and stay in Turkey, you should be looking to rent a house. The bad thing that the prices of the houses are increasing every day, higher than the rate of the inflation that's also increasing every day. So this is really very bad. Imagine a house that was $300 in 2021. This year it's around $1,000. So this is too much. And the inflation rate is around 90% since year 2021 till today. If you do the math or the calculations for the house rents, it's way far from the inflation rate. If you bought an item today and you want to go the next day and buy the same item, so don't be surprised if you see the price changed and the price increased. This is happening daily in Turkey because the inflation is going crazy. There are a lot of taxes in Turkey. So if you're going in Istanbul in a taxi and your hotel is in the narrow streets of Istanbul, so don't be surprised if the taxi will drop you close to your hotel and not next to your hotel exactly, because the narrow roads are very harsh for them and they always make a big deal about it. And the traffic also is another factor where the taxi doesn't want to take you there. Once you hire a taxi, always make sure that you have small Turkish notes in your pocket. Many of the taxi drivers, they try to take advantage of the tourists and they tell them that sorry, we don't have change, and they will take the rest of the note that you pay if you give big notes like 200 or 100 Turkish lira. But it's good from your side to round up your bill with the taxis, because the drivers, they really need this extra money to come to them because the inflation is very high and the price of the fuel is very high also, so it will benefit them. At the end, thank you for watching and hope our video is beneficial for you. Do not forget to leave your comment in the comments below so others can also learn from your experience and avoid any incident that happened with you if they travel to Turkey. Do not forget to like our video and see you in the next video. Bye bye.